I flew in on Friday, so I apologize if there's misspellings and everything, because I spent 3 weeks with 2 2-year-olds and my in-laws and my parents. So, with all that being said, I am going to talk to you tonight about sparkling and why you should sparkle with your hostesses and everything with you. So, next slide. Trust in what I say. So why in the world would you want to trust me? I only started this with Premier in September, but I have actually been an event and wedding planner since 2002. I've worked for Walt Disney World. I've worked for a couple other large corporations, I won't name, and I also worked for Cuba College, doing about 60 to 70 weddings a year. I did that full time. I made really great money. And the one thing I will tell you is one of my greatest pieces, or something I can pass on to you in success, is keeping it personal, which is something that ties really great into Premier, because it's something when I heard about Premier that they talk about all the time. So, with that being said, we're going to bring in the sparkle effect tonight. So, the sparkle effect for you is fun mail. Y'all, when I first went to my first training, you talked about fun mail. There's some really cute ideas out there. Now, I come from a teacher that was a pre-K teacher, so we're always creative thinking. And on my way home that night, I started thinking, well, what is it that I could do to really involve my hostesses? As a hostess myself, I can tell you when I was getting ready to host my jewelry show, and this was not my training show, this was just a show I was having. I had booked it in, I think it was June. My show was not until end of August, beginning of September. And honestly and truly, I was ready to cancel. I didn't hear from the jeweler. I was very busy with weddings and events and running it in. I have twin 2-year-olds as well, and honestly, I was just ready to not do it because I didn't have time. Part of that comes back to keeping in touch. When I plan a wedding, when I plan an event, one of my biggest things I do, I send a note, I send an email, I send a text message. It doesn't have to be every week. Usually it's about once a month that says, hi, how are you? Just want to check in. How are we doing? So I'm passing that on to you tonight in Premier. Please, just a note, for some of you out there, this may be a bit overwhelming. Please don't feel that you have to do this. If something's working for you, then don't change it. Also, this may be overwhelming. Don't do all of this, okay? This is a lot of information for you. So take maybe one piece and try this. So, the fun mail. We'll go on to the next one. So the first fun mail is, we were here a couple months back and someone was talking about Vistaprint. Has everybody used Vistaprint? Heard of it? Okay. Vistaprint. Postcards. You can get 50 to 100 postcards for $10. You can custom make them if you're creative, or they have some on there. So one thing I did was a thank you note. You should be doing that, right? Kick up your heels. So I call it Ladies' Day Off, and I send that. As you book a show, you get a postcard that says, thank you so much for booking Ladies' Day Off, because it's my day off. I don't have to be home with my girls. My husband has to do it, which is kind of nice.
He gets to do it.
He has to do it. We fight over this, no. But I found these. These were in Walmart during Christmas. Cute little ornaments. They cost me 50 cents. I send these in the mail. What does it cost me postage? It cost me about 50 cents. I've gotten to know my postmaster really well. She's one of her best friends. So I just send these because one of the things I will tell you is that my hostesses love to get something in the mail, and I always hear from them once I send them a little something. They don't know what's coming. My retail ladies tends to be anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500 a show. My shows tend to be between 5 and 10 people. Pre-orders, I maybe have $100. They like getting things. Is it something expensive? No. It's just something when I'm out and about with my girls and I have about 20 minutes. My girls like to shop, so they help me. So that's just one idea. Again, the postcard was just kicking up your heels because I have a lot of sisters and I like shoes. So that was one. Okay, so next idea. as I was saying to you, I booked my show initially quite a bit out. So I start 4 months out. I hope some of you are booking shows out right now. Hopefully April-ish, maybe even March. So when 4 months comes, and it doesn't have to be exact dates, I send them a little something in the mail. And these, again, are just fun things I found. So these are actual keychains that I found at Oriental Trading. For a pack of 24, it cost me $5.
Oh, nice.
They're diamond rings. I actually sent one to my sister in Ireland because she booked a show with me while she was over there to do when she comes home. She loved it. She got it in the mail and she's free. So anyway, it does cost me because this one isn't heavy, but it's bulky because it's a diamond. So it cost me 4 stamps to send this because of the envelope. I'm sending it in. But the actual cost and what I'm getting back from it is way more. Now on the next slide, all I did is, did any of you have, is it Publisher or anything like that? I went on Publisher. Super easy, and all I did is, it's your time to shine. And I put just a little note in there. I hope you're so excited about your jewelry show on this date. Here's some tips for you as you're starting to get excited with your hostess packet. Look it through, and I send them some things on there too. So it gives me a way to reach them. I print it on my home computer. It's really easy, simple, and again, they have something to remember me by, and again, it's sort of reaching out to them because we're 4 months in advance, but I don't want you to forget about my show. So that's one. Now, 3 months. 3 months out, again, I'm looking for something a little bit more fun. This one is super easy. So the next slide, anybody that has kids or likes craft stores, y'all get jewelry and they come in little bags. Save those bags and buy glitter in bulk. Okay? So you're gonna put glitter in the bags and seal them. Easy. This did cost me a little bit more money because I bought them pre-packaged, but it won't cost you anything. All you're gonna do is send them, again, the pre-made card that says you're gonna sparkle. 3 months out, it's your time to sparkle. Send them a little something, and they've got little glitter or confetti. You love confetti and letters. My mother sends it to her on her birthday. I hate it. But you open it up and the confetti falls all over. AC Moore, Hobby Lobby, any of those, you can find them at Super Inexpensive.
Do you put the glitter in the card, or do you put the glitter in the little bag? So they're getting the little bag.
They get the bag of glitter. It's not loose. No, I am not.
That would be.
No,
could you imagine?
They would probably never book a show with me again if I did that. So,
Hobby Lobby sells those little plastic bags, and it's $2.49, and you can get it 40% off.
just like this, and they're pre-packaged. And they come all different colors, so if you know your hostess, you can ask her favorite color. So they're super easy, and it costs 1 stamp. So yes, you do have to put money into your business, but I will tell you, you will make it back, and then some.
And what did you say? It's their time to what?
On the next slide here, it's your time to shine.
And that goes
So
in
you're
there.
including that thing every month?
So every time they get a note or a postcard, they are getting a little something. Does it have to always do with jewelry? No, but it's something special. It makes them stand out.
Sorry, how do you send that with a postcard?
This, I put in an envelope.
Oh, so you put the whole thing on the
Yep. So it's costing me, instead of the 29 cents, it's costing 49 cents. Yeah. But it does work. And people are talking now, so there have been other hostesses that have booked with other jewelers, and I love you all very much, and I think you're doing a great job, but they have started talking. And I will tell you right now, you didn't get that? Oh my gosh, my jeweler sent me this thing email, and you will love it.
Right.
So they are starting to talk. It's not a bad thing, but they're just little somethings. And for people that are double booking, I'm doing different things. So that's just another thing. Okay, so now that we're 3 months out, you all hopefully have two months out. I really hope that you have 2 months out bookings. If not, we'll talk about that too. But on the next slide, 2 months out. Okay, so this one, and I wish Megan was here because Megan is my premier mom. So I started with mini spatulas, super cheap on Amazon.com, and they come in all different colors. It's time to spread the news, because guess what? We're having a jewelry show, and we need to spread the news. But if you don't like this, because I have a lot of older women that book my shows, Megan gave me for my launch show pens that look like lipsticks. You can send send these too. Again, spreading the news. So super easy, super fun. It does cost 49 cents, again, to send these. They love it.
What are you
Sparkle.
sending them in?
Just an envelope.
Really?
Mhm.
And if your postmaster comes through?
Oh yeah. As long as, because these are all flat, it
But
fits
what
right
about the
through.
pens?
The pens don't. These are gonna cost more because they're bulkier.
Like
You can put them in.
32 in a bubble envelope.
Well, I put them in a regular envelope. She still will do it and just seal it for me normally, but the cost will be $1.35. Now I have a small post office, so my postmaster is my best buddy. But anyway, so that's the next one. 2 months out, I still do a little card. Again, I'm publisher, and it's start time to spread the news about your premiere show. This is the time to really get them amped up because 1 month out, they should hopefully start having their pre-orders. Like I said, I don't get tons of pre-orders because almost everyone attends the shows, but my retail is super high. So I put on there, I have a website. If you don't have a website, put your contact info so that they can contact you. What I'm finding with my hostess packets, I'm sending them one catalog. It's never enough. So put your contact info because that way, if they need more catalogs or if they need the new spring catalog, you can get their contact and also have communication with them. So this is huge. Okay, so now we start coming to the really inexpensive, and for those of you that have bookings, this is where the postcards that are super cheap, and you'll see these on here, 1 month out, I start doing every week a postcard. This one, they're not gonna get something with, they're just getting a cute little postcard with a note. So I do a special every month, and on here I'm gonna put, I can't wait to have your show, here's what your special's gonna be. However, with that being said, if you get $300 in pre-orders, I'm gonna do whatever, whether it be half off a watch or a free piece of jewelry that is $30 or less or something like that. So there's some incentive. So this is 1 month out. Another idea for that, if you're not loving that, you can plant the seed. It's time to plant the seed and send a seed pack. We're coming into spring, especially the women, if you know they like to garden. That's an idea that's really fun. So that's 1 month out. Again, it's a postcard, so it's really inexpensive. 3 weeks out, they get another postcard in the mail. Let the shopping begin. This is where I really start pushing pre-orders. Let's make your wish list. Please contact anyone that hasn't responded to you. I send my invites 4 weeks out. Why do I do that? Because I've always done that even when I was in event planning full time. It gives people time to start thinking about it, looking at their calendar, and then 2 weeks out, I have people following up. Some of you may not do that, but that's always worked for me in both industries. So just some fun. Again, Vistaprint, really inexpensive, and right now they do it 50% off through the 27th of this month. So just an idea. Last 2 weeks out, you're going to shine. I know some of your hostesses probably get a little discouraged, especially in January, because people aren't responding and it's after the holidays. They like some encouragement, and so I know even today I was just talking to one of my hostesses that's this week, and she loved these. She said to me her one comment was she loved the fact that I'm writing on these some little note that applies to them because it's making it personal. Now, the last one, and I'm hoping I packed it, but I don't think I did. So the last slide on there, we'll go one more. The last week I go, your show is going to rock.
That's cute.
The reason I did this, I don't know if any of you have ever seen, so again, wedding planning comes into this. Some of the favors I've seen are those little rocks, and they have an inspirational saying: faith, love, hope. You can find them in craft stores, you can find them on Amazon, you can find them anywhere. I bought a whole bunch of those, and the 1 week before they get a postcard, it does cost more money because I put it all in an envelope, a regular envelope just sealed, with an inspirational rock on it. Every house that I've gone to with a hostess has that sitting on their counter when I get there, which is pretty awesome for me because they're not throwing it out.
Yeah.
And the saying usually applies to them, whatever it may be. So again, I just bought these postcards. If you don't want to send them something, you don't have to, but just a handwritten note is always nice. That's not all of these. So, so as you're seeing, am I spending a lot on postage? Probably more than you all are. Is it paying off for me? Yeah. I can tell you right now, I've paid off my initial investment that I put into this in September within 2 shows, not even. I'm already saved enough to pay for my renewal, and I already have savings enough to help pay for working. I continue to work part-time. I left my full-time job 2.5 years ago when I had my girls, and I don't have to work full-time if I don't want to, and I'm hoping to not have to ever go back to working full. Not that I don't love event planning, but.
I have a question for you. So how do you keep track of all of these things that you're sending months in advance?
Okay. Erin, on her page, had a spreadsheet that had like when you send your thank yous and OPs. What I did is I took hers as a guideline and I altered it. So on there has thank you, 4-month, 3-month, 2-month, 1 month, all the way down, so that I have a binder for each of my hosted